tell the story of Liberty Weekend opening ceremonies and how I came to meet him. I've been auditioning and auditioning and auditioning for things a long time. And finally, in 1986, the Statue of Liberty was about to be reopened. Was it a centennial? Right, the centennial for the Statue of Liberty. And there was a big ceremony that they were going to, in fact, there were several ceremonies, but one of them was going to be on television. And I recently joined the Screen Actors Guild, and I was in Actors Equity, and there was this notice in the trade papers for Jewish types who were going to do some music. So I figured, well, this was just perfect. So I went and auditioned for it, and I got the part of the rabbi's wife in Coming to America with Neil Diamond. I had so much fun on this. This was wonderful. They paid us to go to Governor's Island and to rehearse and everything, and I just paying for rehearsal is really fun. Being paid. Anyway, so we did this Coming to America, and I was the rabbi's wife. And then sometime later, there was a notice in the trade papers again. By somebody named Leonard Lehrman, whom I'd already met some years before. And he was looking for Emma Goldman. Now, and Emma Goldman, I'm thinking, well, okay, I saw her in Reds, so that's Jewish. And the name of the show is A Musical Portrait of Emma Goldman, so here I am again. Maybe I'll get this one too, because it was music and it was Jewish. So I went and auditioned, and as Leonard likes to say, I walked off with the part and the composer. I want to say something about it. So I walked into the audition and sang a few things, and then Leonard said, let me play something from the show for you, and he played this next song. And that's when I fell in love with him.
So the pieces had 51 productions, and Helene has sung this several hundred times, I would say, and there are quite a few examples of it on YouTube. This is, how many of you know who Emma Goldman was? Of course. You know where she died?
Sure, I know.
Very good.
Yeah.
That's right. We interviewed the man in whose arms she died. He was in his 90s in 1994. We have it on videotape.
Yeah, yeah.
He was an Italian immigrant whose life she saved because he was about to be deported back to fascist Italy, and he was an anarchist, and she saved his life. Yeah, the story of Emma Goldman in Canada is really quite amazing. And Canada, we've done a few performances of excerpts from the show in Canada. We've never done a complete performance of it in Canada. We've done it in Paris, and in East Berlin, and in West Berlin, and in Amsterdam, and all over the eastern United States. But we've never actually done it. We did it in California too, but we'd love to do it in Canada sometime. Yes? Oh, one more volume. Okay. Okay. So this is a song that this is one of the first songs that I wrote in this show. Actually, do you all know who Howard Zinn is? People's History of the United States.
Yeah.
The People's History of the United States. And he wrote a play called Emma, which was done in England as Rebel in Paradise, but in America it was called Emma. It had a lot of her performances. He sent me a copy of it. I asked him for it, and I wrote a song called Emma that I thought might be a title song. He said, "No, it's not the title song." I ended up changing it to E.G., a musical portrait of Emma Goldman. He wrote about Emma until she was deported in 1919. I decided, because I was in kind of economic exile in Berlin, and I wanted to come back to the States, and she was, at a certain point in her life, was trying to come back to the States. So I identified with her in that, and I decided to write this song. It was about me as much as it was about Emma Goldman. She's sitting in Saint-Tropez or in Toronto, staring across the border, trying to get back to America, and wondering.